In today's date, we can see many religious conflicts, conflicts between persons of different religion. For example, in 1984, we have witnessed Hindu Sikh riots. In 2020, we have witnessed Hindu Muslim riots in connection with Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. We have witnessed the pogrom of Jews in 20th century. And once in a year, we listen from any part of the world a disheartening religious riot. Is communism a solution to this? Now let us understand for what purpose communism was born. We can attribute communism to Friedrich Engels and Karl Heinrich Marx. The Karl Marx was basically the against the idealism of Hegel. Hegel prioritized the spirit over the material world. Hegel said that in material world everything is changing, conflicting materials or elements will ultimately conflict with each other and we will see another synthesis, and this process will keep on going, so there is no end to this process is eternal. But whereas the spirit or the ideas, they are forever, nothing to change in that. But Karl Marx was not satisfied with this philosophy of Hegel, so he gave priority to material world. He said that whatever is happening to you, spirit is not the cause for it, or the God's wrath or grace is not the cause for it, or your past deeds are not the cause for it. Rather, the material things are the cause for it. In Karl Marx's time, capitalist class was exploiting the worker class, and they used the church as their tool to exploit the workers class. Workers were also Christians, so Pope would use to say them that this is your fate, my son. The God has set exploitation as your fate, so keep calm and just bear the exploitation and you will be placed in heaven. So this is how the worker class used to get consolation. Can you see the use of religion? And Marx said that no, this is nonsense. How can God be responsible for their material condition? No, for material condition, humans are responsible, and those are capitalists, because they have concentrated the means of production in their hand, and they had left nothing for the workers class. Therefore they are at very advantageous position to easily exploit the workers class. And to keep quiet, shut the mouth of the workers class, they used religion, fatalism. Now at one point you see, on one hand we see riots based on religion. We have seen the persecution of Jews, we have seen the Hindu Muslim riots, we have seen the Sikh Hindu riots. Whereas on the other hand, there is a use of religion to keep one class calm and not to revolt, not to use violence, just to keep calm and suffer peacefully. But they are suffering mental cruelty in their minds. The violence is not visible, but violence is happening in their mind. Cruelty is happening to them, but in their mind, which is known as mental cruelty. To the workers class, it is happening. On the one hand, in the name of religion, there is clear violence between different religious persons. On the other hand, there is mental cruelty in the name of religion of by and towards these persons of same religion. Isn't it that due to the presence of religion, no matter be it Christianity or Islam or Sikhism or any other religion, why is violence ancillary? Why is cruelty ancillary? Therefore, in my opinion, I see religion as the cause of either violence among humans or the cruelty within human, mental cruelty. Karl Marx said that religion is opium. Even the violence is apparent. The mental cruelty can be inferred. Still, religions have their stronghold, and not only one religion, more than 100 religions are there in this world. They are having their stronghold, but people are suffering. A religion is to relieve a person from his or her suffering. A religion is for the salvation of a person from whatever he or she is suffering. But we see a different picture from religion. They are suffering. And the only cause of suffering is idealism. Religions set their ideals, which is idealistic, which is not apparent in this material world. Once there was a teacher of Karl Marx, Bruno Buer. He used to say that the stories of Jesus, and in fact the Jesus, was record of not history but a record of fantasy, which were the emotional needs of the human. Bruno used to say that the character of Jesus was not real, it was not historic, but it was created by the humans. That was said by Bruno. Whether it is the character created by the humans or Jesus really existed, I'm not going into that. But I would like to definitely say one thing. Human is so clever in making anything as opium that even a real history is there. He will take it as fantasy. He will use it not for himself or herself, but to exploit others. And the moment he or she uses it to exploit others, even it is a real historic character, that becomes a character of a fantasy. And in this sense, in this context, religion is created by human to exploit others. Therefore, religion is not having any historic character but a fantasy. A fantasy which is the emotional need for a human. Anger is also one of the emotion. Hatred is also one of the emotion. And love is the supreme. In communism, the significant concept is idealism is subordinate to materialism. What is apparent in front of us, that is more real, more true than what is not apparent. And to some extent, Marx was right. And to some extent, communism would be able to at least stop the religious riots if every person becomes a communist. Suppose if every person, in the memory of every person, the Quran is deleted, the Gita is deleted, the Old Testament has been deleted. Now what is left? Whatever is left, he is free from religious teachings, ideas. And one thing is for sure, no, there will be no religious conflict. This can be said as the neo-communism. And this neo-communism can very much help in reducing the religious riots. And once the religion is dropped, then there is no conflict at all. And in actually, once the communism comes, religious drops and in fact deleted from the minds of the people and not been feeded in the upcoming generation, then human can easily go on his or her own self-discovery, his or her own self-actualization. Otherwise, out of the shackles and chains of his or her particular religion, he can never go on self-actualization. He will always fight for his or her religion. He will also always defend his or her religion, and he will end up his life doing this only and nothing. Though communism separates you from religion, but it gives you ultimately an opportunity to build your own religion by the way of your self actualization, self discovery, and that religion will begin with you and will end with your end. That religion will solely belong to you. And having your own made religion is far more satisfactory than the religion given to you by Mahavir, Buddha, Muhammad, Quran, Gita, Bible, Torah, etc. They were not you. You are not the Bible. You are not the Quran. You are not the Ramakrishna Paramahansa. You are you only. Then how can you accept so easily the thing which you are not owner of? How can you accept such an idea which you are not an owner of, which you have not created? Your religion must be created by you only, and the thing which has been created by you only you can utilize that creation. Therefore, I say communism is necessary, but not for the purpose of overthrowing the capitalist, but for your satisfaction, for your personal satisfaction. And in K.S. Puttaswamy judgment, I have read one paragraph. It was written, if each and every individual is satisfied. See, I don't know the sentence exactly, but whatever message I gain from that sentence, I am speaking that message to you. If each and every individual is satisfied, then the whole social setting is satisfied. So, delete the approach of satisfying the whole society or whole community. Satisfy yourself, and with your satisfaction, let others get an inspiration from your satisfaction to satisfy themselves. And with the satisfaction of each human being, automatically the whole society will satisfy. And you will find one magic, one miracle, that even in the absence of Islam, Hinduism, Jainism, Christianity, Buddhism, Sikhism, Parsi, Zoroastrianism, people are happy and satisfactory just because they have deleted the religion given by the others and they have built their own individual religion. and your own individual religion only belongs to you. It will never be applicable to other, because you are the only owner and you are the only consumer. Subscribe if you find this video helpful, and share this video.